What's up, guys? Zangoose95 here with another tutorial on 3DS hacking. So in this tutorial, as you could see by the video title, I'm going to tell you how to hack a 3DS. Now this includes like mainly randomizing and ROM hacking. Well, that's actually the only thing you can do with it, but ROM hacking is amazing. So yeah. Yeah, there are 5 things you're going to want to download. HXD, which is a hex editor because you will need a hex editor. Brain Dump, which is a homebrew plugin. Neo X and Y. This is if you're installing a ROM hack, just install the ROM hack files. And I would install this anyway, actually, because there's a pack hack in it. And speaking of which, there's a pack hack here, but this is a different pack hack. You need both. And then this is PK3DS, which you can randomize, or which you can use to randomize. And if you're using EXEFS, if you want to change things in the EXEFS, you need PK3DS. So, yeah. Before I begin, you also need to have a hard copy of the game. So, like, if you have the actual game cartridge for Pokemon Y, you can play Neo Y. If you have the actual game cartridge for Pokemon X, you can play Neo X. And if you have a game cartridge of Omega Ruby, you could randomize Omega Ruby if you want. I don't know. But, yeah, you need the actual hard copy of the game. So, yeah. So, what you want to do is take out the SD card from your 3DS and put it in your computer. Now, you need to have Homebrew installed, so that's why there are all these files here. If you don't know how to install Homebrew, I will link that in the description. But what you want to do is go to the 3DS folder and open Brain Dump with your archiver of choice, and then just drag that folder in. Now I already have it, so I'm just gonna click replace. Close. Alright, now we're done installing Brain Dump. We can move on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is to take the SD card out of your computer and put it back into your 3DS. Then you want to boot up the Homebrew menu, and if you don't know how to do that, again, you can check one of my videos on how to install menu hacks for free. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get into Homebrew, but in my opinion, menu hacks is easiest, and it's one of the free methods where you don't need to get like Ocarina of Time or anything. So yeah, that's why I like menu hacks. But so you just want to get to the Homebrew menu, doesn't matter how, and you want to find Brain Dump. Then once you have find Brain Dump, click A to open it. Then move with the arrow buttons, whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I probably just gave so many people headaches. I don't care, but select the game that you want to get dump. Yeah, dump. Select a game that you want to dump. Now, you're probably going to want to dump you're going to want to dump Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire, X, or Y, because those are the only ones that we know how to hack. Or Rumble World, I think you might be able to, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so then you just want to click A, or press A. Then once you do that, it'll start backupping. This is going to take a long time, though. I'm on a 2DS, and it took about an hour and a half. So the older the model of your 3DS, the slower it's gonna be. So I think on the Nintendo new 3DS, it's gonna be like maybe a half hour. I'm not sure though, because I've never really seen it. But yeah, so this is gonna take a long time, so prepared to have something to do in your boredom, so you're not staring at a loading screen. So yeah, I'll be back with you in the next step. Okay, so the next step is to if you have Norton, actually this is like a 2.5 or something. If you have Norton, you're going to need to quickly disable it for 15 minutes, because there are applications in the pack hack that Norton thinks are viruses, even though they're not. So yeah, you need to disable this for the amount of time that you're going to be using this. No, stab it. Okay. So, then once you've done that, you want to go into the NeoXY. No. Go in there. You find this pack. Open this pack. And then, stab it. And then, you drag this pack to the desktop. And then, you know what you do. You open this pack. And you drag this pack to the desktop. And now that Norton is disabled, it won't kill any of the files. So, just gonna select all of the... Really? Okay. Yeah, select all of these. And then open this. And then you drag them in here. And escape the files. So what we're just doing is merging the folders. So we have all the applications in one folder, which is going to be a lot useful now. Now that I have it in there, I can delete this one. No, stab it. Okay. So what you want to do is find the application called 3ds Explorer. Yeah, here it is. It's at the top. I'm dumb. Then what you want to do is, you want to take the SD card back out of your computer, and or no, not out of your computer, out of your DS. I'm sorry I didn't do this, but you want to just put it in. Oh my gosh. Okay, you want to put it in here, and there should be a file similar to this, not the exact same name. These digits might even be completely different. The only thing you need to pay attention to is it has a lot of digits and it's a .cxi file. So, yeah, this is your dumped game. So, unless you're using an old version of Brain Dump, which you're probably not, seeing as then you would know how to do this, you've got a CXI file instead of a folder. Now what you can do to turn this into your directory is into your game directory is just drag it in here. You get you have these 3 files. You don't need to worry about this, but you need to worry about these. So find somewhere to save them. In this case, I already have a location in here. Yeah, in here. And of course I didn't delete these files because I've recorded this video. I've recorded this video 4 times already. This is the 5th time I'm recording it, so yeah, that's why that's there. I'm just gonna, those weren't there. The only reason I'm keeping the romfs.bin there is because it takes a longer time to extract, but I'm gonna guide you through that. But the process is the same. You just name this one exefs.bin. Actually, you don't need to put the .bin because it automatically does that. Click save, and then just click OK, and then you got the exefs.bin. Now the romfs.bin, you do the same thing, but it takes a longer time. 3ds Explorer might stop responding, but just wait a few seconds, possibly even a minute, but it'll be fine. It won't actually like crash. So yeah, what you can do then is just close out of this, find your go to your pack hack, find your romfs extractor.exe, open that and click open. And then I think, it's already set to here since I've recorded this 5 times, whatever. So then you can click the romfs.bin, click open. Now, then click go. And it'll begin to extract it. See, there's a folder there, but this takes a long time, so I'm going to pause it until it's done. Okay, so now once that's done, it'll say wrote romfs contents to C, and then it'll show you the file path. And then, yeah. Now, you can X out of that, rename this, and remove the underscore. that will make things easier for you. So, I'm gonna get this done right now because I don't feel like doing the exe yet, so I'm just gonna show you how to patch the romfs in neox and y. So, open your extracted neoxy folder. I already have that because I just keep it, since I have a personal neox and y playing also, and it's really fun. So, yeah. Go to the installation hub. Now there's a custom custom install, where did I get data? I don't know. Custom install reference sheet, and then there's also a phone light. So, that I think you don't need to worry about. Yeah, you don't. You don't. Okay. Unless, actually, wait, do you? exe. Oh yeah, that's, well, if you were doing that, you would use the patcher anyway if you were using Gateway to do this, but I don't know how to, well, I know how to do it with Gateway, but I don't have, like, my 2DS isn't supported with Gateway, so, yeah. So, you want to go to the full version, I think, if you're doing that, and, copy and paste this if you just want the full version, but I'm going to explain the custom reference sheet. So, like, for example, custom reference sheet 0/3/8 and 0/4/0 is trainer battles. Now, if I go on the Pokemon Y that I have, not like the installation hub, go in the romfs, there's an A folder. Whoa, 0/3/8. There you go. See, 0/3/8. This is part of the trainer battles. Now, what you could do is go to data, full, romfs, A, 0/3/8, and then drag it in. But, I'm not gonna do that since I'm just gonna install the full version. But, yeah. So, let me go back. So then what you can, if you're installing the full version, or if you're installing the light version, you'll just see your romfs folder. You can copy that with Control-C, and then paste it with Control-V into your Pokemon Y directory. Now they have the same name, which is why I told you to remove the underscore. So then you can click Replace Files and Destination, and voila, your romfs is patched. Now all you need to do is repack the romfs, but, for those of you that are randomizing, I will show you how to edit all of that stuff. So before do that, I'm just gonna close out of this stuff. You wanna make a folder. I'm just gonna call this PK3DS. No, not PK2DS. 3K3DS. Then unzip PK3DS. Yeah. And then. Come on, move over. No, come on. Okay, there you go. And come on, mate. Just drag it into the PK3DS folder. Then you got PK3DS. Let me make sure my Norton's still disabled. Yep, okay. Then you can open the folder, open pk3ds.exe. And to extract, you're probably wondering how I'm going to extract the exefs.bin, because yes, that goes into a folder also. Just drag it into PK3DS. It'll say detected exefs.bin, unpack. You want to click yes, then it'll say unpacked. So what you want to do is select code.bin, banner.bin, icon.bin, and logo.bin. Actually, no, make a new folder first. I'm used to the way where you could select everything in Mac and then right click and you can make a new folder with all of it, but Windows doesn't do that. So name the folder exe, not exefs. It's supposed to be exe, I think. Actually, it doesn't matter what you name it, but whatever. No, it does actually. You're supposed to name it exe or whatever. So code.bin, banner.bin, icon.bin, and logo.bin. Drag those all into the exe folder. Now, the code.bin is what matters most. So I think if you drag it in here, it'll say detected compress code.bin. Decompressed file will be replaced, and then click decompress. There you got our compress code.bin. So, what you can then do is drag this folder into PK3DS. It will load up Pokemon Y. So these are the romfs things: level up moves, personal stats, evolutions, egg moves, mega evolutions, wild encounters, story text, trainer, mason, battle mason, item moves, move stats, and title screen. There are probably a lot more because of the amount of files, but each one of these probably also takes up more files than just one. Like, for example, trainer battles had 040 and 038, so they probably just have more than one. But EXEFS, these are all located within the code.bin. And then the CRO, that's also in romfs, but it's not within the A folder. But don't edit this. Whatever you do, do not edit CRO. It will crash your game whenever you start at the end. Don't edit it. So you can randomize all this. Well, you can randomize most of these, I think. Yeah. You can randomize the side marts, which are like the second guy that's in some of the Pokemarts, and also in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, all of the Slateport marts, and I think maybe the department store in Lily Cove, I don't know. But yeah, you can edit pretty much all of these, but I'm not going to, so yeah. Then with the EXE to wait, do I still have 3? Okay, yeah. So you wanna, if you're using the EXEFS or editing something that you want to use in a hack, rename the code.bin. Well, yeah, rename the code.bin to the last 8 digits of the CXI file that you have in your SD card. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there you go. Paste. And you want to make sure this is capital also, and then have this to be .code, and that's what you no, I'm actually not going to, but that's what you're going to put in the Hans folder. If there's none, make one, and then put the blah 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 .code in there. If you're using it, that's if you're using it. Pokemon Neo Y doesn't, so I don't need to worry about that. But with the romfs, this is going to take a long time because the romfs is like 1.5 gigabytes, I think. Yeah, something like that. So you want to go into your pack hack and select romfs builder and click open. Find the file extension. No, go find the file path, whatever. I'm dumb. Find the file path, go to Pokemon Y directory backup, then select romfs. Now, don't select any of these folders, just click on this, and then click OK. And it'll say, C users Patrick, well, that's me. C users, you do file path, and if you scroll all the way this way, it'll just say romfs, not like slash. It's not letting me edit it. Yeah, it's not. But it won't say like /A or something. But then click go. Boom. This is going to take an especially long time, so I'm going to pause once it asks for the name. Okay, so what you want to name it, because this name thing is going to come up. There's no file extension. You probably going to be wondering, oh, what do I name it? You want to name it? Oh, where is it? Come on, mate. Find the CXI file and copy the last 9 digits. No, the last 8 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They never told me I could count. I'm sorry. You just paste them in. Make sure this is capital. If not, the game will crash whenever you try to run it. And then romfs, not romgs, romfs. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Then click save. It'll go through one last loading bar. Well, actually, no. There's another loading bar after this. I'm sorry. There's another loading bar after this. Yeah. And one more loading bar in the rest of this tutorial. Yay. Okay, so Now is where your hex editor comes into play. You need to put that back here. You want to open it. Yeah. You drag this in. Yeah. And you want to select line 0 to 100. Now, not sure how long this is gonna take until the length says 1,000. Yeah, there you go. Just click delete. Just like delete it all. No, I'm not even lying. That's what you gotta do. I'm not even lying. You have to. Have it so your length says 1,000. Select from this FFO line. Well, from 000 to 00, from 000 to 000 FFO. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Disable. Okay. Disable. Quickly. No, you can't do that. Yeah, good. Good. He almost took. No! View details. Just gonna. Hopefully, there's a way to. I already have a pack hack. What am I even worried about? Whatever. So then just do Control S and save it like so. Creating backup. Restore. Okay. Norton. Just give me my 3DS builder back. Dude, yes. It's not a threat. I will open it in front of you to show you. You know what? Where's 3D? Where is 3DS builder? Where's 3DS builder? Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Does this look like a virus? Open romfs. Open excefs. Open xheader. Huh. Yeah, I think it must be a virus. Yeah, must be. Must be. It must be. It just has to be. It really just has to be. Yeah, must be a virus. Huh. Now that this is done, you can close that out. You got your romfs.bat. You can just delete that. You don't need it. Now, you're done. Congratulations. Go to your 3DS SD card. Again, if there is no folder called Hans, make one, drag it in. Copy into Hans. Now, there's already a file in there, so I'm not going to. But just in case. Well, no, I didn't make a mistake. What am I talking about? I literally, that would have been so dumb if I made a mistake in a tutorial. I didn't. Okay, so, yeah, these is, oh my gosh, my brain. These are, syncing Sapphire, because I felt like playing it one day, so I was like, hey, yeah, let me just install it onto Hans. So, yeah. So, now I'll pause and get back to you with launching it to prove that this is real. Okay, so put the SD card back into your 3DS and launch the Homebrew menu. Now, this is why I like, menu hacks, because you don't need internet, and when you want to play these games, you don't have to, like, boot up your browser. Really? Really? I'm sorry about that. You don't have to, like, boot up your internet browser and be like, yeah, I gotta boot up my internet browser. You just can click L when you want to. You start up your 3DS and click L to get on the Homebrew menu. That's all you gotta do with menu hacks. Yeah, so then you want to go to Hans. You know, open Hans. And then you gotta. Plot twist, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, open Pokemon Y. You didn't know once you do that. Or Omega Ruby, or Alpha Sapphire, or Pokemon X. You click USA. I think you have to click USA. I'm not sure if you can do just the region of your 3DS. I forget. But FW version speed. You can leave all this is until these two. So, or well, except for changing this. But code to SD, you want that to have no, unless, remember I told you if you were using exe thing and then you named that .code file and you put it in there, for that you can select yes if you want to use it. But for NeoY, in the example of NeoY, I don't need it, so I'm going to leave that at no. In romfs, I want that to be yes, and then I'm not going to save this configuration, but it's tedious, but I don't want to save the configuration. So, well, you might want to, but NeoY isn't the only game I'm playing, so, yeah. So, then once you've done that, you want to click OK. And, yeah, whoa. Yep, there you go, it's Pokemon Y. It's not just Pokemon Y. It's Pokemon NeoY, there you go. Boom. Boom. Die. So this is Pokemon NeoY. You just prove that you can press that and you continue. And then, yeah, there you go. It works. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and rating. Also, if you enjoyed, please share the video because it'll help my channel grow a lot, and I'd really appreciate it if you do. If you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, or if you want to support my channel, subscribe! Bye, guys. Yeah.